toxins like food additive, drugs, pesticides. You see, in people with a good pocket, they add some product in the food. They are considered to be in a good way of eating, but it is not true because they increase toxins in their body, and there is overload of their kidney for nothing. What is the purpose to eat red rice or yellow rice? Why they don't conserve to eat white rice? And pesticide. Sometimes we use this, and in order to conservation of some seed like beans, we use some product to put in the to avoid this how to say when we need to put in the stockage, we use some product from known as pesticide. Drugs, and also kidney is plays a dominant role in long-term regulation of arterial pressure. It's creating a variable amount of sodium and water. Kidney also contribute to short-term arterial pressure regulation by secreting renin that is the formation of vasoactive product, example angiotensin 2. And remember, kidneys secrete erythropoietin, which stimulates the production of red blood cells, and hypoxia is a stimulus for erythropoietin secretion. Kidney account for almost or the erythropoietin secreted into circulation. In severe chronic kidney disease, this leads to anemia due to a decreased erythropoietin production. And also, in regulation of vitamin D, kidney produces the active form. Yes. Yes. What happens?
We are not seeing your slide.
Wait a moment. Mainly composed of glomerulus in which the fluid is filtered. The second is tubes in which the filtered fluid is converted into urine. The blood enters the glomerulus by afferent arteriole and leave the glomerulus by the efferent arteriole. The glomerulus is a network of about 50 parallel capillaries located in the Bowman capsule. The blood pressure in the glomerulus ensures filtration of fluid into Bowman capsule. Hence, it first flows into proximal convoluted tubules. Then, the fluid passes in the loop of Henle, and then into distal convoluted tubules. Finally, the fluid flows in the collecting duct, which collects fluid from several nephrons. The collecting duct conveys urine to the renal pelvis. As the glomerular filtrate flows into tubules, most of the content of its water and the variable content of salt are reabsorbed in the peritubular capillaries. Water and solid that are not reabsorbed together with the salt secreted in the tubules form urine. In a man of 7 kilograms, renal blood flow is about 1 liter 0.3. The venous end of the tissue capillaries. There is a continuous absorption of fluid in the capillaries. Yes.
What does it mean? Analogous manner.
Similar. Function in similar. Analogous is like a similar.
Okay.
Remember capillary saturation. In capillary saturation, we have some product from tissue enter the capillaries to continue in the venous system. Okay, according to change in the pressure. Okay, and also here for tubular capillaries, they act as in the venous system because the pressure also is low. Okay, means that water in the water can pass through peritubular capillary network. Here the absorption of fluid in the capillaries. Okay, Absorption yet is not similar as the secretion. Secretion means that fluid is from tissue pass through tubules. Okay? Absorption here means that there is, it's like reabsorption through these peritubular capillaries. The peritubular capillary system comprises two types. We have a secondary capillary network at the level of cortical nephron. A capillary network around the proximal convoluted tubules and around the distal convoluted tubules, and we have a vasorector at the level of juxtamedullary nephrons. A capillary network that descends around the lower portion of the loop of Henle. Those capillary form loops, the renomedulla. For sympathetic nervation, is very dense. During a strong sympathetic stimulation, vasoconstriction at the level of the renal vessels, hence the renal perfusion pressure and the renal blood flow decrease. Sympathetic vasoconstriction is more pronounced at the level of efferent arterioles than at the level of afferent. Hence, maintenance of certain degree of capillary filtration pressure. Here, for the physiology, we start, we take a part step by step, but we try to in each glomerulus. And also the membrane of glomerular capillaries is called glomerular membrane. It comprises 3 layers: endothelial layer, presenting thousand of fenestration, and a basement membrane, and a layer of epithelial cells known as podocyte surround the basement membrane with cytopodia that live between each other filtration pore or filtration split. And these pores have small size, okay? And most of particles, mainly protein, cannot pass through these pores. Filtration of all particles with a diameter greater than 7 nanometers cannot pass. The plasma protein have a diameter slightly higher than the glomerular membrane, prevent the air filtration. Negative charge of the basal membrane and endothelial repair in the blood negatively charged substances. Filtration of anionic substances of 4 nanometers in the diameter is less than the half of filtration of neutral substances with the same size. Here, we have the size of pores and also the negative charge of the membrane, glomerular membrane. The two prevent the passage of some particles. And also we have effective filtration pressure. The pressure within the glomerular capillaries imply filtration through into Bowman capsule. The colloid osmotic pressure in the blood and the pressure in the Bowman capsule or in the proximal glomerular tube oppose the filtration. Effective filtration pressure equal capillary hydrostatic pressure minus corpuscular hydrostatic pressure minus capillary colloid osmotic pressure. When you do summation, it's like 15 millimeters of mercury. The effective filtration decrease on the F anterior end. Fluid filtration implies a decrease of the capillary hydrostatic pressure
delay works and anything else. So we can have any
vasoconstriction of
combination here.
arterial and a decrease of renal blood flow and GFR. This can occur in defense reaction in brain ischemia or severe hemorrhage. Hormonal and autocoid control of renal circulation. Here we have norepinephrine, epinephrine, and heroin. Divided by the arterial plasma level of X. This value is equal the clearance of X substance. When we use inulin as this extra substance, we get about 126 milliliters per minute. And you can use a clearance of creatinine can also be used. In humans, some creatinine is secreted and reabsorbed by renal tubules. The normal value is about 126 milliliters per minute. Okay? When we are in the level of proximal tubules, here we have to consider entry and exit. At entry, it means that 125 milliliters per 125 milliliters per minute must pass where a level proximal tubules. But at the end, we have a 30 milligram milliliters per exit is 30 milliliters per minute of fluid, which is isotonic to plasma. By functions of proximal tubules, this isotonic reabsorption and secretion. And the net result is reabsorption of solid and water. Because as you see, at entry we have 125 milliliters per minute, by exit we have 30 liters per minute. It means that reabsorption is dominant. We have active reabsorption or active secretion at the level of proximal convoluted tubules, except for sodium, potassium, and hydrogen, proton, which are also actively transported on the rest of the nephron. For active reabsorption, we have glucose. The transport of glucose is active. And all of the filtered glucose is reabsorbed. The reabsorbed quantity is proportional to the filtered quantity and therefore to glucose plasma concentration up to glucose transport.